G2, obviously a lot more slow, methodical, running the Tejo and, Yoru, like basically every map. And then versus T1 with double duelist. And, both sides show that I can win a Masters, win a Champs, get really far. So I think that's the more pressing issue during the 1 month that we had. Oh, can you still see me?
Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT Americas Stage 1 Media Day. For this occasion, I'm here accompanied by Asuna of 100 Thieves coming off of their appearance in KICKOFF, looking to bounce back and do even better in Stage 1. So thank you so much, Asuna, for this quick conversation. You told me good morning sometime
Mhm.
before the record, so I'm going to give the good morning to you. Uh,
Sure.
Besides just asking you about how your day has been going today, I want to ask you just sort of how has the break been for you, given that it's been a few bumps since we've last seen you guys grace the VCT America's main stage. So how has that kind of period been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't exactly say it was a break. We took maybe, I want to say like 5 days max off. Afterwards, our loss, just because, well, we lost. So, we
Yeah.
took a little short break to reset. And yeah, we were just practicing, trying to figure out how much we want to incorporate Tejo, because obviously he was still a relatively new agent in kickoff. And then Waylay came out as well, which kind of, I don't know how often Riot releases back-to-back agents like this. It's been a while. I feel like it was definitely shocking when I heard after Tejo that a new agent was going to be coming out right at the end of Bangkok, because feels like, I don't know, a little nostalgic, honestly, since like 2020 or 2021, where it's like, oh, agent map, like new things coming out every single time, crazy updates, like you didn't know what was going to hit you. Obviously, it's not as extreme as it was back in the day, because Riot was trying to figure out the direction that they wanted to take the game. So, but yeah, it's dope. I always enjoy seeing like new things, honestly, like Waylay Tejo. Even though Tejo's been pretty oppressive, and I don't think pros really enjoy Tejo too much, judging by how Tens and Safe were talking about it. But overall, I think it's a good add to the game. Definitely spices things up. But yeah, our break's just been working on fundamentals, the new agents, comps, and making sure we're locked in right before our game, which is in 10 days.
Yeah, like I had a quick conversation as to like well, with your teammate Xander as to how the break or more so the team has been looking to implement or include these three things into the general game plan. And so, I mean, you kind of mentioned the team having to use more of the Tejo, and it's something that you guys obviously weren't able to use a lot of, save for one map. And so, what I want to ask you, Asuna, is how has the process been like in trying to include Tejo into the game plan while also having to like try to include Waylay, Ascent, Icebox, all of that mess simultaneously, and also with Masters wrapped up, and now we're heading over to stage one, and with the inclusion of Waylay, do you feel like Tejo is still going to remain as oppressive as it was so far this year?
Mhm. Yeah, I think so. I think maybe he'll have a small decline in pick rate, maybe. But I think more teams are going to get comfortable with him, and more teams will use him. So he'll definitely, I think, jump up. Which I think Sova's really uncontested recently. Fade obviously is a little bit there, but Sova and Tejo are like, they're competing for a role or a style, I would say, where you can run like Tejo Breach. And then with the inclusion of Waylay, it's like I don't think Waylay's like a must pick, so she's not shaking up the meta as much as Tejo was. When Tejo got dropped, it was like, okay, yeah, you're gonna run this guy on a couple of maps, and we ran him on a couple of maps as well. It's just unfortunate we didn't get to show them. I think the only one we showed was Split, so we definitely ran it on more than one map. I think it was like three going into kickoff. So now we can maybe add him into a couple more maps, get it up to 4 or 5 because of how strong he was. But obviously some maps got removed, some maps got added, like Ascent and Icebox. They could be good Teo maps, but it's hard to say right now because there's a lot of things you need in some of those maps. Like Icebox is weird in the sense of like it's the only map where you kind of prioritize having an agent that can plant the bomb because it's very difficult on that map for BNA. So you have a lot of teams running like Sage or Gecko or like Harbor, like agents that are just not generally picked everywhere, but they find more value on that map. So Teo doesn't really fit for that bill exactly. But yeah, tough to say. No idea how things will shape up. And I think there's no wrong way to play the game, especially now watching T1 and G2. They had two different styles of play. I would say G2 obviously a lot more slow, methodical, running the Tejo, and Yoru like basically every map, and then versus T1 with double duelist, and both sides show that I can win a Masters, win a champs, get really far. So I think that's the more pressing issue during the 1 month that we had. Oh, can you still see me?
I see a green block. I see a green
I have no
box.
idea why
Yeah.
that happened. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
The camera.
Okay.
See, nope. Okay. Well,
All right.
I'll get someone to come in, or
Or if you want, we'll just fucking keep it doing doing it live or
I
something.
mean, I don't care, but yeah, this has never happened, and this isn't my setup, and I don't know what to touch here. So,
Okay.
up to you. Would you want me to continue as a green bubble, or do you want me to go get someone?
Let's
Because
add some
this will probably
variety.
have to be fixed.
Let's add some variety, man. Let's just have you be a green box. Just just keep it
All
going.
right. Well, sorry. I forgot my train of thought, but yeah, I mean, there's two styles, and we were trying to figure out which one we would want to run. Like, lean into double duelist with like me and Matt, or me and Cryo, or I play a more initiator style, and we lean towards G2, and uh, either I pick up your, or you know, um, Kel and Matt. Like Matt can learn Sentinel, and then Kel can do initiator. So there's two directions the team can take, and I think this is like um, I don't know how to explain it, but like a branching path that could define the year in a way. If we go down double duelist, it's not like that you have to commit to it, but it's like that's like the style that we're gonna build on. So we'll see.
Yeah, like plenty of ways to go about the game plan because, like, it's one thing to consider just sort of looking at the timing in which you guys are having to make these changes, but also is like because of how the schedule is and teams that don't really have much time to kind of make such changes. I mean, it's really like a gamble, but it's one that has like high risk, high reward kind of thing. So yeah, definitely understanding of the rationale behind that and your insight into the game. Oh, you're back.
I fixed it. I just
Nice to see you
unplugged it
again.
and plugged it back in. I was like, let me see, find the wire. There's so many wires here. I mean, I think I could show the setup, but like, there's this, and then there's this thing, and I was like, let me just find out where this camera wire goes, and then boom, it worked. Sorry, I was listening to you. Don't worry.
It's all good. No, thank you for the technician work and stuff like that. All right, moving on over to Icebox. I gotta give you the obligatory, Icebox 100 Thieves, 100 page scouting report. Were you able to look at it? Were you able to get some major lessons from that?
Yeah, we did. We read the whole thing. I learned what my hot spots are, what my weak spots. Now that we have that report, I think we're grateful for him putting in so much time and hours. So yeah, I definitely read it and looked through it, and we'll definitely be a lot better after reading that report. But yeah, it was funny. I don't know, like a more serious note. Tony actually like looked through that, and he told us like after he saw like the VLR post in the forum and people talking about it, he actually like read the analysis part of it. Like he skimmed through like obviously the parts where it's like the icebox map and stuff like that. But he said that he read it, so it was just like funny to hear that. But Tony actually puts in a lot of time, and he cares a lot about who he's going to pick up for the job, and he's looking for certain qualities from a player or from an assistant coach. And yeah, he's insane.
Was he able to say like that he liked it or not liked it, or was he able to say anything like that?
I can't speak for him. He just said he read it, whatever that
Okay.
means.
Okay. Well, just looking at how that VLR thread panned out, I can get a sense of like what his thoughts were like that. I'll have to I have to ask him a question about that once I do get a chance to talk to him for another interview. And so yeah, like now moving over to just sort of stage
Oh,
one. Oh, you're back to being a box.
I'm back to green. Sorry.
I mean,
I won't bother
you
this
just got to
time.
move it. Yeah, we just got to move on from that. With stage one now coming into the vicinity, there's the look at how the road looks like for you guys ahead. With the teams you have to face, and also including that from the playoffs. Should you guys make it there, and and also like the result of like having or the result of having a good run as a result in just qualifying for Masters. I mean, in a way, it's kind of similar to how it was last year for you guys and having to move on from kickoff, a shaky kickoff in 2024, and then qualify for Masters of Shanghai, winning stage one, all of that stuff. So I don't want to. So what I want to ask you, to boil it all down, is how do you kind of look at the similarities between 100 Thieves moving on from Kickoff 2024 and then 100 Thieves this year. And do you see any similarities or do you see mostly differences between both years?
No, I think there are definitely similarities. I would never, we have the similar core, so we went through that kickoff together, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of parallel. I would say. Obviously, there's some things different here and there, especially with the meta. But overall, like as a team, the results, like if you just look at it like that from an outside perspective, I would say there are a lot of parallels, especially because like we're playing Sen a lot. We didn't do so hot in kickoff, and we had to like losses that were like kind of inspiring, but also like not so. So it's tough to say, but we'll see how we play in split one. We definitely did better kickoff this year than last year, so that's a small little boost. But we definitely know how to win, and we won stage one last year, and we have like I don't want to say like formula because the game changes so much that you don't really have a formula, but like we know what success looks like, how we should feel, how we should operate, and like what to get or what to do to get there. So yeah, we just have to incorporate Xander and let him believe in the vision and the ideas and theories and plans that we have. And as long as we're all clicking on, all cylinders, I think we can win stage one and, go way farther than we did in Shanghai.
Of course, hopefully you guys are able to make that happen. I'm getting the pings from the voices in my head to wrap up, so I'm gonna have to do that right now. Asuna, pleasure to talk to you once again. Really do appreciate the insight you've provided to me and the rest of the audience regarding your respective team, and of course, best of luck goes to yourself and the rest of the squad in stage one.
Thank you so much for the interview and wish you could see me waving, but I'm a green box. I'll have to tell them to fix this camera.
I mean, in a lot of ways, it looks much better than the usual yourself or something. I'm just joking.
No, that is good. That is good. Green, just like money.
Yeah, there you go, making that bread. All right, thank you so much, Asuna. See you
All right.
in the next one. All right.
All right. Take care. Take care.